Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another day here in North Carolina. It is some crazy weather for January. I think it's the 10th and we're close to 70 degrees. Got some severe thunderstorms coming this afternoon, and then it's supposed to turn off really cold after that. But anyway, we're taking advantage of it. Trying to get this loader put back together. I did not get you much footage taking it apart. Showed you a little bit about the cylinder or the tensioner. So I'm going to go over a few parts and pieces here that we've got, and then we're going to put it back together and then try to get it back on. My buddy's here with me again today, so I'm not sure what the footage will be today either. But if you got any questions about any of these videos, if anybody runs across this, I've had a lot of interest on the 655 from different people over the years I've done videos on, just because they're not that common. So if you're here watching it for any reason with a track tensioner, shoot me an email. It's in the about section of the channel, and I'll be glad to answer any questions I can or give you more hands-on about what I ran into. So let's see what we got today. All right, so we got it cleaned up. We got the this actually had, when I took it to the hydraulic shop to get my seals, it had a rope seal in it. Goodness, a lot of threads. It had a rope seal in here that somebody had made just to keep this from going all the way. It's made to go all the way down on there, but we took that out and I got a regular seal for that, which is this one. It's just a thin seal. Sits down in the top of the tube there. Wiper seal, I think it's called. And then of course here the actual seals that go on the back, and that goes here on the rod. We've got it cleaned up best we can, like so. And it's got a gouge in the tube, and this rod is not looking very good. I've got a couple of buddies that actually have machining tools at home, which we've got one here. Haven't got it set up yet, but my buddy does that, or did that full-time for years. But anyway, we've got another couple people here that watch my channel that I'm pretty good friends with, and I might be hitting up to make that rod there. I got a quote from the hydraulic shop on it. But anyway, we cleaned it up best we could and get it back in there. I did take where is it, somewhere here, yeah, I bought a hone, and we did go down into the bore over there a little ways and got that gouge cleaned up. I mean, it's as smooth as it's going to be. It lasted this long, so I'm hoping that we can make do. So I'm gonna get this put together and I'll bring you back. All right, so we got it back in there. I gotta get this track roller back up. That saved us from having to pull the track apart. All right, I'm shaking you guys on the boom. Alright, let me get that bolted back up and I'll bring you back. Oh, what an ordeal this is turning into. So I got the roller in. I showed you that a while ago. I was pushing that back. Everything bolted up, and then got around here to put these skid plates on and realized the main track frame braced. I had a couple bolts missing and loose on that. So I couldn't get to them, so I had to pull all that back off again, get new bolts in that, get it tightened up. So now I think all we've got left is get the track back on it, put the covers back on, and then pump it up with grease. So we cranked it up a while ago and got the bucket up where I could get my big tail under there. I think after we get the track on it, we'll be good to go. I've thought about doing the other side while I had the seals, but I'm not. I mean, I know how my luck will go. I'm not even gonna say it, but you know, I know what I'm up against now. It'll be a whole lot easier. So we shall see. I mean, I'm hoping it holds. I mean, I think it will. I mean, it's a whole lot better than it was as far as the way the rod looks and the seals. So not much footage again, guys, but I might try to set the camera up somewhere where I can get a little bit while we're manhandling that track back on. Slipping off. Get it up there then. Pick up one while you push. Alright, well I'm not going to bore you guys too much more with this track loader. We got everything back in. I had you on high speed when pumping the track up. I had to stop and change the grease fitting, but so far so good. Of course you won't really know anything to put pressure on it, but no grease is leaking out, so that's a good thing. But it's pouring down rain today. We're supposed to have some really bad storms this afternoon and tomorrow. High wind, so we're not going to be able to take it out today. And then I think I said at the beginning of this video, today's the 10th, I believe, January the 10th. So me and the wife are going to the beach, like I said in a previous video, this coming week and weekend. So it'll be a little bit. Probably see the poles for the lean-to before you see anything else on the loader, but fingers crossed it works. Like I said, I'm sure I'm probably gonna have to turn around and, you know, address it again on the opposite side at some point, but it'd be nice. I mean, if I get the lean-to up pretty quick, or get the poles set, the rest of it should go pretty quick, and then I might have enough time to do some, you know, clearing in between different days. So I'm gonna hope for the best. But anyway, I really appreciate everything, guys. Thank you for following the journey with me. I know we've had some really short video content here recently, but you know, a lot of it you've seen before, and I don't want to continue to bore you with it, so we'll see what happens. Getting old, my knees hurt. But anyway, if you're interested in merchandise, go check out farmmerchbin.com. Tell them Nelson IP Farms sent you, and we'll see what happens on the next adventure. Until then, thank you.